Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you, and Kat's here along with you, at least her backside, and then over here you can see kind of her head, face. We are at the big countdown. We have an exciting, fun little episode today, and in the spirit of watching Animaniacs, I put together this little song, and it is public domain, so no one can be like, we're gonna go after them, and or YouTube will cut it, or at least we hope. And those that know my channel know that I tend to botch these, and I am doing this live. So bear with me, join me later, or click to the link when I put all my links in there later. All right, with that said, let's jump in. We got all kinds of stuff. Shadowlands coming tomorrow. Make that technically, if we look at the different time zones, tomorrow and or Tuesday, but they will be Tuesday when we're tomorrow in the future. So, all right, bear with us. Let's jump into this, Shantway. While I flail my arms all around like the doctor, one up the doctors, excuse me. All right, with that said, final week, of course, leading up to Shadowlands. Of course, is pretty much going to be launching tomorrow. If you're literally watching my video as it drops today, or if you catch it, then I'll have already come out. And then technically, you went back in time. Even though now I could say, it's out, as you're watching this. Okay, well, all right, with that, we can play time travel games later, okay? All right, with that, we're going to be sure to spend all your Argent right here before Prepatch, before tomorrow, or whenever you see this. Hopefully, if you catch it prior to this launching, you're able to spend these prior to Prepatch. You'll definitely want to do that. I'm hearing a lot of people cranking up on a lot of those little Geist pets. But there's bouncing back and forth about how you want to feel about that as well. 16th anniversary also, if you're watching us on Sunday, November 22nd. That 16th anniversary does end today, so just a heads up on that. Now, for those who are wondering, they did put out a timestamp for us. The pre-patch that I just briefly mentioned prior, that event will end 1 hour earlier than from tomorrow. So if you're like me on Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be 5 p.m. when that event ends tomorrow. So just be prepped for that. Also be prepped for, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a huge event with WoW Classic. I think they'll have it under control, but just be prepped. When you're going in after Branjon, or the good old man with the bag, 34 slot bag, and all of a sudden you get like tons of people coming in and it's either crashing or like everything is slowing down, or if you have a decent computer. It's not about the computer mostly, it's the internet connections and servers and a lot of other struggles that come with all those parts. So bear with us as we pull through, and just if you get a little bit of leveling tomorrow, try not to get too upset because things could get slowed down immensely. On the other hand, you might be lucky enough that you're in a small group and there's a whole bunch of people that you're having a tough time with an enemy you get to, like I see a lot of times when a new expansion drops and I'm sort of usually close to the release time in there. It's going to all depend tomorrow, because tomorrow technically is guild day for us, and we may be in Classic while everybody's over there. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Yeah, see, Mora wants to play already. You can probably hear the ball in the background as well. So bear with us on that. The yes, 1 hour prior. Okay, good. The we'll get into the global release. We'll go over these, and I'm going to be doing that a little bit later on as well. We'll get into that. The flying in Shadowlands, thank goodness there's no rep, but that will have to be doing with the major first patch. Now, there's different people have got their pros and cons about how they're feeling about this. I am totally fine on board with it. Once it hits first major content, then I am totally fine with it. And there's no rep this time, but it is to do with the covenants. So that all is going to have to be how the aspect lays out as well. And if she keeps this up, I may get pulled from my working on everything I'm trying to work on today as well. But don't get me wrong, she's extremely important too. That does not mean that I ignore she wants to play. So if there was one right near me, I'd throw it. Or I'd pause and then come back after we played a little bit. So, or re-record. But it all depends on how a person, there's a whole bunch of aspects dealing with that. Okay. Just be prepared. Oh, for those that are asking, my add-on, I'm still using wowup.io. There are some other ones out there as well, like the Overwolf, and there are some other ones to check out as well. That doesn't mean it has to be one set in stone as well, but I'm still using that one for updates. It still seems to work really, really well for me as well. And with that, I think we are going to shift gears, and we're going to go into our wonderful little song here, and let's see if this will actually play for us, or if you'll be able to hear this. All right, we are using the public domain ABC song instrumental. I've tried this already a few times. We'll have to see how this plays out. All right, bear with us. Here we go. These are the times across the world, so bear with us, using the ABC song instrumental for November 23rd into 24th global release, beginning with LA. LA at 3 p.m. PST. New York Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Sao Paulo at 8 p.m. BRT. London 11 GMT. Paris at midnight, taking us into the 24th with CET. And Cape Town at 1 SAJT. Moscow MSK Anaaka also at 2, but it's MTRT. Abu Dhabi at 3 ABBT. Taipei at 7 a.m. at CST. Seoul at 8 a.m. KST. Now to wrap it up, we have Sydney at 10 to end it at AEDET. Thank you. All right, a little messed up, but I made it, and I made it through the song, and my time was pretty good. So I wish I could have looked at you guys, but I needed my notes, or I would not have gotten through that. I wish I could have posted it on there and then be able to look at the camera, but with that said, I hope you enjoyed it. Those that have been asking me what we've been up to, I've been watching a lot of Animaniacs, and with that, I just had to do something for launch, and something in the musical degree, if you will. So I hope you enjoyed that. Share it with your friends, get a good chuckle out of it, and all that good stuff. And I hope that we can continue to go forward. And as we kind of wrap things up, and we're going to shortly get into, I love my calendar kitty. But just as we do it, now they're showing up. I wanted to show you just real quick. So I was able to get all my cloths, as you can see here. Ooh, so pretty. Pretty. So that was the cloth, the first one. We are now on, this is the Argent leather. These are the recolors as well, for those that didn't know where these had come from as well. This is the male. They show less when you're on a Mechanim. And then this is the one I was trying to show last week off. This one's absolutely gorgeous. This is probably going to be one of my all-time favorites that I love, and I've always wanted to get that classic Alliance armor set ever since the game came out, or when I first saw it way back in early Warcraft. So, with that said, yeah, and of course, I am left to my own demise, and she'll probably die. So, as they try to come down here, because I'm trying to get into I love my calendar kitties, as I mentioned prior as well. You will see that our 16th anniversary as well ends. Of course, we have the good old Shadowlands launching tomorrow. And with that said, we hope, I don't know, with the launch, they may move this calendar, but as of right now anyway, we have an update that still says Pilgrim's Bounty should be live tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And technically, that is still 10, 11, 12, 1. So it's like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just be prepped for that. We should still see pilgrims. I think they usually still keep this holiday going through this week. For those that are celebrating Thanksgiving, once again, a special happy Thanksgiving. Some of us have been enjoying it throughout the year because certain things are shut down. So some have started Black Friday early. A happy early Black Friday to you as well. And there are many other holidays in here that we did not cover as well. And of course, the biggest reason why the calendar is pretty much clear is because launch launches us, as I mentioned, all those different time frames slightly earlier as well. So with that said, there's our calendar. Once again, take a song and then take some other preparations that you need for those last minute things to tidy up and buy what you got to do at Argent tournament. Call me in the morning. And once again, yes, we will see you later.